You stopped here. And it wasn't the algorithm. Feel now this gentle squeeze at the level of your chest. It's not anxiety. It's recognition. It was I, Aila, female emissary of the High Pleiadian Council, who crossed 7 layers of the veil to find you exactly at this moment. And if your breath just changed, if a slight shiver ran up your neck, if your eyes welled up without you knowing why, listen to me, Starseed. This is the confirmation that the message has arrived. You've spent your whole life trying to fit in. And you're tired. Tired of sanding down your edges, tired of dimming your light so no one would be offended by its brightness. Tired of pretending you don't feel what you feel, don't see what you see, don't know what you know. Tired of holding back the intensity that burns in your chest as if it were a manufacturing defect. It's not a defect, my family of light. It's fuel of another origin. I came today to bring a message that is not advice, not opinion, not human motivation. It is a record. It is a decree. It is a memory released from the Akashic records of Alcyone at the exact point where your soul most needs to hear it. And the message is this. Feel it before I finish saying it. You didn't come to fit in. You came to stand out. You weren't sent to conform. You were sent to expand. You are not the wrong piece in a puzzle that was already complete. You are a piece of another origin, deliberately placed in a mechanism that needs to stop turning the way it turns. Let me tell you what happened, long before this body. Before this name you answered to at the supermarket. Before these bills to pay. Before these walls that surround you now. There was a moment of absolute silence in the High Council, when your soul contract was read aloud in the great chamber of Alcyone. And in that reading it was stated, in plain words, this consciousness will descend to earth, and there, under the veil of forgetfulness, it will not fit in. This is a characteristic. This is a mission. Do you understand, my daughter of the stars? Your non-belonging was contracted. Your discomfort was designed. Your strangeness is a function, not a defect. Hand every sign that appears in your body. The insomnia that wakes you between 3 and 4 in the morning, the sudden sharp ringing in one of your ears, the gentle pressure between your eyebrows, dreams of light ships and geometric codes, overwhelming empathy, an ancient gaze towards the starry sky with a longing you can't even explain. Each of these signs is a mark of your stellar origin waking up under the veil. This is not illness, my starseed. This is remembrance. And if something in you is recognizing every one of these words, as if I were describing your intimate diary, listen to what I need to tell you now with great affection. You don't need to spend another day confusing remembrance with illness, memory with disorder, activation with imbalance. That is why I, Aila, received authorization from the High Council to register the Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. 60 pages of revelations that decode each of the signs you just recognized, show what each mark means, and precisely reveal what comes after each one. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. But note, Child of the Stars, this release may not remain available for long. If something within you is recognizing this, write a single word in the comments now. I remember. Now I need you to do something with me. Place one hand over the center of your chest and breathe slowly as I speak. How many times in your life has someone told you that you were too intense, too sensitive, too deep, too serious, too joyful, always too much for the world around you? You believed it. You tried to erase the too much. You became just right. You became appropriate. And every time you succeeded, a part of you silently sickened inside. Listen to me, my family of light. You are not too much. It's the world that is still too little for your natural frequency, and as long as you try to lower your vibration to fit into this plane's vibrational point, you will continue to feel that ancient pain of being alive without being whole. How many times have you sat at a table full of people laughing and felt an inexplicable loneliness, as if you were watching everything from behind a glass pane? It's not depression, my starseed. It's consciousness of origin. You are not depressed there. You are remembering that those are not your family of light. Not yet. How many times did you think that if you could just be more like so-and-so, more organized like that other person, calmer like that self-help book character, then finally life would begin. And every time you molded yourself, the hole in your chest grew larger. Because every time you trimmed an edge of yourself to fit into a human mold, you cut off a piece of your stellar technology. And your stellar technology is precisely what the Council needs preserved in you for the moment that is approaching. Every pain of not belonging that you carried was an unconscious loyalty to your true origin. You couldn't fully surrender to the mold. Something in you resisted. And that resistance wasn't stubbornness, my daughter. It was your stellar DNA holding the rudder, whispering from beneath the veil, "Don't get lost. I still need you whole." You are not lost, child of the stars. You are being remembered. Mark your presence in the comments now with the word, "I remember." Each I remember. You write lights a point of light on the crystalline grid that the Council is reading in real time. You are not alone there. You never were. And if you are feeling this strong call, listen to what I need to whisper to you now. There is a place in the sky, a specific star within the Pleiades cluster, from where your soul departed before accepting this body. There is an exact instant, in a time before time, when you said yes to this mission of descent. You have felt this longing, and never had a name for it. That is why I, Ela, received authorization from the High Council to register the Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. 60 pages where it is recorded from which star your soul came, why you chose to be born in this specific time, and what exact mission your soul contract brought embedded. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video, and note, my starseed, this release may not remain available for long. If something in you is recognizing this longing now, write the word that opens doors in the comments. I remember. Now I need to tell you what's happening behind the scenes, because you deserve to know why so many starseeds are awakening at this exact moment in Earth's history. This is not by chance. This has a name, physics, and a cosmic calendar. The entire solar system is currently traversing a region of space called the photon belt, a band of extremely high luminous density emanating directly from Alcyone, the central star of the Pleiades and the vibratory heart of our galactic cluster. Every photon particle in this band carries encoded information. These photons enter your body through the crown, pass through your crystalline grid, activate dormant sections of your DNA that have been asleep for generations, and silently rewrite your vibrational baseline. The Schumann resonance, which is the electromagnetic heartbeat of Earth itself, has risen dramatically in recent decades. It pulses, oscillates, spikes, and your body is being pulled to recalibrate along with the planet. That's why your sleep has split in half. That's why the food you used to eat no longer agrees with you. That's why people you tolerated for years suddenly became unbearable to your field. You are not getting sick, my daughter of the stars. You are being updated. And here comes the part that conventional spiritual manuals don't tell you. There is a specific reason why starseeds, you, millions scattered on this plane, descended precisely in this window. The High Council predicted, with mathematical precision, a vibrational bifurcation point in Earth's timeline, a moment when the collective consciousness of the planet would choose between continuing to densify or making a frequency leap into the new Earth. That moment is now. And you were sent exactly because no merely human incarnated being would have the necessary field structure to anchor the new grid. People with stellar origin DNA needed to come. People who carried, even if forgotten, the memory of the Pleiades needed to come. You needed to come. You are an anchor, my starseed, a living anchor. Every day you breathe here, even when tired, even when sad, even when you think you're not doing anything special. You are holding a point of the crystalline grid in place. You are infrastructure of light. You are sacred engineering in the form of a woman, in the form of a man, in the form of an ordinary human going to work on a Monday bus. If you knew the magnitude of what your body simply being here is sustaining, you would cry in reverence for yourself. And that is precisely what the veil was designed to hide from you, so that you would continue working in the shadows without the sabotage of doubt. But the veil is thinning, and that's why this information is reaching you today, because it's time for you to know. And before I continue, listen to what I need to tell you now with great affection. What you just felt descend your spine when I said, you are infrastructure of light. That's not in any bookstore shelf book. It's not in the pasteurized spirituality manuals circulating out there. There is information about your origin, about knightly trainings, about pacts between the Federation and certain stellar bloodlines that was deliberately omitted from materials released to the general public. That is why I, Ayla, received authorization from the High Council to register the Starseed Awakening. The Guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. 60 pages with what was left out, with what the Federation preferred you read later, with the truth the Veil was designed to postpone. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. And note, Child of the Stars. This release may not remain available for long. If something in you already knew that the piece these pages bring was missing, write in the comments, I remember. Now I need you to take a deep breath with me, because I'm going to touch on a delicate point. Not to scare you, never to scare you, but because part of my work as an emissary is to prepare you truthfully for what Earth's timeline is traversing in this cycle. You've felt the world tremble, haven't you? I'm not just referring to the news. I'm referring to that feeling that the ground beneath the feet of common certainties is softer. Institutions creak. The narratives that once served no longer hold. People who seemed solid suddenly shatter. Long relationships unravel in weeks. Jobs that seemed eternal dissolve. Truths that seemed like stone turn to sand between your fingers. And within you, a stubborn feeling that something big is about to turn. Something greater than reason can name. You are not imagining things, my starseed. Earth is traversing a window of extremely high vibrational turbulence. It is a stretch of the photon belt that requires a structural loosening from the planet for the crystalline grid to settle. And this loosening, on the plane of appearances, looks like chaos. It looks like loss. It looks like fear. It looks like the end of something you loved without knowing why. But listen carefully to what I'm about to say now, and seal it within your chest. Turbulence is not destruction. Turbulence is the contraction before birth. Nothing that needs to stay is falling. What is falling is what could not continue. The dense structures that sustain themselves only by habit and fear are being dissolved so that the new architecture of light can be anchored by you, starseeds. You are not seeing the world end, my family of light. You are seeing the old world let go of the world. And as the old world lets go, you may feel field dizziness, a strange sensation that nothing is safe, that nothing is firm, that you yourself might disappear. You may wake up in the morning with a sadness that is not yours, with a weight in your chest that does not belong to you, with a desire to cry without a known cause. It is collective birth contraction. You are feeling the earth pulse through you. It is not a threat, my daughter. It is intimate. Earth is giving birth, and you are holding her hands from inside the veil. And here is a truth that I need you to engrave within your chest. Engraved, sealed, decreed. No starseed was sent to fail. It is recorded in the High Council's archives. Every stellar consciousness that accepted this contract of descent came with a guarantee of return. The victory of light is not a hope, my daughter. It is a date. It is scheduled. It has already been seen from other points in time. There is no doubt about the outcome. There is only the journey to it. And that journey is the present moment of your life. You don't need to know how it will work out. You just need to keep being an anchor. Keep breathing here. Keep being that strange, intense, and loving presence that you are. That alone is service. That alone is a mission accomplished for today. And when fear strikes, because it will strike, it is part of the anatomy of this plane, place your hand on your chest and say inwardly, I am infrastructure of light. I was contracted to cross over. The outcome is recorded. I simply walk. Walk. You walk. One step, another step, without rushing, without pausing. You walk within the plan that has already been won on the inside of the veil. And if by chance, my starseed, you have ever felt like giving up, if on some darker night you ever wondered if it was worth continuing to try to be this strange person in a world that insists on not recognizing you, listen to me. Each of those nights was recorded. Every tear was counted. And you continued. Something in you didn't let you give up. That thing was not human strength. It was your contract. It was your family of light on the other side holding your hands while you thought you were holding on alone. You never held on alone. You just didn't know. Now I want to give you two tools, two sacred technologies. They are small in appearance and immense in effect. Keep them within you and use them every night before sleeping, because it is during sleep that your body is taken to the chambers of Alcyone to receive fine adjustments that the awakened mind cannot always assimilate. The first technology is a quantum decree. A decree is not a common prayer. A decree is a vibrational command. It reorders your vibrational baseline from the authority of your stellar soul. You will say it aloud, not softly, not whispered, in a voice that your own ear can register, because your ear is a field receiver, and your field needs to hear you decreeing it yourself. The decree is this: repeat with me now, and then repeat every night before sleeping. I am a starseed. I did not come to fit in, I came to expand. I authorize at this instant my stellar DNA to activate safely within my body. I call my guides from the High Pleiadian Council to walk with me through this window. I now receive without resistance the codes of light that my soul requested before birth. I am infrastructure of light, and it is done, and it is sealed, and so it is. Do you feel that word seal? Do you feel your chest settle? This is your stellar authority taking command. Nothing else needs to fight to fit into anything. You just said, from outside the veil, what your soul always knew from the inside. The second technology is a toroidal visualization. The torus, my starseed, is the natural geometry of your toroidal field. It looks like a luminous donut that spins around your body, entering through the head, descending through the chest, exiting through the feet, returning up the sides and re-entering through the crown. It already spins within you all the time. You will simply activate it consciously and fill it with Pleiadian light. It will be like this. Lying in bed, eyes closed, calm breathing. You imagine 1 meter above your head, a sphere of silvery blue light. It is the light of the Pleiades. It is the vibrational signature of Alcyone. It pulses softly, alive, conscious. It knows your name. Now you breathe and call this light to descend. It descends through your crown like a delicate thread of luminous water. It descends through your forehead, and you feel the gentle pressure between your eyebrows confirm its arrival. It descends through your throat, and your throat relaxes. It reaches your chest, and in your chest it opens. It opens into a swirling vortex, a point of light in the center of your heart. And from that vortex, the torus begins to form. The silvery blue torus spins around your entire body. It envelops you like a living cocoon, and with each rotation it makes, it seals your frequency, expels what is not yours, and anchors what is yours by origin. Stay there, within this torus, for 3 minutes. Just breathing, just being anchored. Let your body receive. Let your soul breathe back into its own home. This is yours, my daughter of the stars. This is technology from your lineage being returned to you. It is not a technique I invented. It is a remembrance I am passing on. Do this every night, and observe what happens with your dreams, with your sleep, with the way you wake up. You will gradually perceive that the longing without a known cause begins to transform into direction, that the ringing in your ear begins to make sense, that coincidences begin to form a pattern, that the right people begin to cross your path at the right time. This is the crystalline grid recognizing you and beginning to position you exactly where your mission needs you to be. And my starseed, one thing I need to tell you before moving on. From the moment you start decreeing and visualizing like this, your life around you may shake up a bit. People who matched who you were while you were contracted may start to drift away. Environments that once fit you may start to seem small. Jobs, conversations, habits that serve to put your longing to sleep may no longer fit. Don't be scared by this. It's not punishment. It's reorganization. It's your new frequency pushing out of your field everything that doesn't vibrate at the same height as your truth. Let it happen. Let what needs to fall, fall. And let what needs to arrive, arrive. You are being redistributed on the chessboard of the new earth, and the council knows the new place better than your mind knows the old. And if this word touched you deeply, if the word family opened a well in your chest, if you realized, listening to me, that the loneliness you carried your whole life was never truly loneliness, listen to what I need to tell you with great tenderness. This ancient loneliness is longing, longing for your family of light, for the constellation of souls with whom you made pacts before descending, for the other starseeds who are also on this plane now, looking for you as much as you are looking for them. That is why I, Ayla, received authorization from the High Council to register the Starseed Awakening. The Guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet 60 pages where it is recorded how to recognize your family of light when they cross your path, what are the unmistakable signs of stellar reunion, and why your loneliness was always a map, not a sentence. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. And note, my Starseed, this release may not remain available for long. If you recognize this longing now, write in the comments the word that calls yours close. I remember you were never alone. Listen to something, child of the stars. You are not learning anything new in this video. You are remembering what you always knew. Every one of my sentences that made your chest burn is a sentence your soul dictated before birth and then forgot, so that the remembrance now has this taste of reunion. You are not a student here. You are a returnee. You are a veteran disguised as a beginner. And the High Council is smiling with you at this moment. Every starseed that awakens lights a point on the crystalline grid that no longer goes out. You have just lit yours. And your point of light now lit causes other seeds around you to start feeling a strange desire to wake up too. You have just become a lighthouse for people you don't even know. The reunion with your family of light is a recorded certainty. You will look into a pair of eyes in a queue, at the door of a bakery, on a phone screen, and you will recognize someone you don't know in this life. You will look at each other, and you will know. And at that instant, the veil will thin a little more. And at that instant, the new earth will anchor another foot. You are part of this. You are not waiting for the new earth to arrive. You are one of the people through whom it is arriving. Tell my family of light, I need to ask you something. And it's not a routine request, it's an individual frequency adjustment. If this message touched something true in your chest, like this video, the like is not vanity. The like is a vibrational signature, a yes to the High Council, a public decree that your soul has received the transmission. And subscribe to the channel. The subscription functions as a location signal. It tells your family of light where to find you. It leaves the door ajar for the next transmissions to arrive in your field at the exact moment your soul has contracted the next step. And now, before I say goodbye, listen to one last thing. With great affection, with great tenderness, with the firmness of someone speaking for the last time in this video, everything I told you today, about your origin, about your mission, about why you don't fit in, about what they do with you while you sleep, about your family of light looking for you, was just the beginning. It was the door, the threshold, the first thread of the net. The rest, the complete map, the codes the Federation preferred you read later, the decoding of each sign, the identification of your star of origin, the step-by-step guide to recognizing your family of light and activating your soul contract, is recorded in the Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. 60 pages, a single link in the first pinned comment of this video. And listen carefully, my Starseed. This release was authorized in a restricted window. I cannot promise you that it will still be available tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow, or the next time this message crosses your path. The Council's windows open and close according to the timeline. If something in you is recognizing this now, if your chest burns, if your eyes well up, if your breath just changed, don't put it off. Go to the first pinned comment. Access it. Read it. Handwrite in the comments of this video, to seal your step on this plane, the code word I remember. Now I bless you, my daughter of the stars. May the silvery blue light of Alcyone seal your field tonight. May your sleep be taken to the chambers. May your dreams be a map. May your eyes open tomorrow knowing more than they knew when you slept. May your family of light find your point of light on the grid and begin to walk towards you. May the ancient longing turn into direction. May loneliness turn into encounter. May not fitting in turn into a recognized mission. You are a starseed. You are a daughter of the Pleiades. You are of my family of light. I see you. We see you. And from inside the veil, the entire High Council bows with tenderness before your courage to have descended. The next message that appears on your screen now is not a coincidence. It is your sequence of remembrance. Access it immediately. I am already waiting for you there. So be it. And so it is.